Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 4, and today we're going to be talking about could Barry Allen become the Black Flash. So this video will be full of theories, so don't take any of this as a fact, but going off things that we've seen in the comics and also in the TV show, it's totally viable that he could in the future become the Black Flash for a brief period of time. So for all of you who don't know who the Black Flash is, he's essentially the Grim Reaper for speedsters. When nearing death, he pops up to take their body into the Speed Force. This is where speedsters go when they're killed, so it's essentially their form of heaven or hell. He possesses the power of super speed, much like the speedsters, as the Black Flash is a speedster in his old life, and then once the speedster has been taken into the Speed Force and turned into the Black Flash, that speedster loses its soul and just this living entity that serves the Speed Force. So on the TV show, we have only seen one version of the Black Flash, that being Hunter Zolomon, as at the ending of the Season 2 finale of The Flash, Hunter Zolomon was turned into this soulless being by the Time Wraiths as they warp him. So in the comics there has been many people taking up the mantle of the Black Flash, such as Barry Allen and Professor Zoom. So essentially on the TV show, the Black Flash has been explained to try and track down these aberrations only to do with speedsters, being that they aren't supposed to exist in that timeline, such as Eobard Thawne in Legends of Tomorrow, as he shouldn't have existed in that timeline, as Eddie shot himself, and in that timeline he's supposed to be dead and erased from that timeline. But due to Flashpoint, he lived on until finally the Black Flash caught up with him and erased him from this timeline. That is the best we've seen of his abilities, as he phases his hand through the chest of Eobard Thawne, which doesn't kill him, but then shortly after, Eobard begins to disintegrate as he gets erased from time. So that shows part of his powers, but I'm sure that's not the full range. And during the Season 3 finale, we see the Black Flash come for Savitar, yet to our surprise he is killed by Killer Frost as she ices him, and he literally crumbles into ice. So that could be a setup for a new Black Flash, as we know someone will eventually take up this mantle, some form of a speedster. But the question is how and who will become the Black Flash. So Barry Allen could definitely become the Black Flash. With him being stuck in the Speed Force at the moment, he could totally be at the service of the Speed Force in helping them fix these aberrations. Maybe there's some more on other Earths or something to do with that, in the form of the Black Flash. So in the comics, Barry realizes when he's the Black Flash he could do a lot of harm in the real world, so he has some sort of a conscience, but in the TV show it didn't seem like Zolomon did, and in turn ends up running back into the Speed Force, intending to stay away from Earth where he could do no harm. But it's later revealed that the real villain is Professor Zoom, who essentially tricked him into doing all of this. So maybe it's a twist on that. Maybe Zolomon wanted to get iced, and maybe he wanted to be free, and maybe he's got some sort of plan, and maybe that's how Teddy Sears can return. But I don't know, it's all theories. So that's another reason of how Barry Allen could return to the real world, by briefly exploring how he could become the Black Flash, and maybe how he did become the Black Flash on the TV show, and Team Flash figuring out how to reverse what has happened to him, as Barry would probably not be in control and he could do a whole load of damage. As we have seen, Hunter Zolomon was literally not there. He was like a soulless being. It was just a living entity serving the Speed Force. So this would be pretty cool in my opinion, seeing a new Black Flash in the form of Barry Allen. And like I said before, this is just a theory, as I do believe that someone in the next season, some sort of a speedster, will become the Black Flash and take up that mantle at one point. So anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a crazy theory video. It's based off a lot on the comics, like Barry Allen has been the Flash and so has Professor Zoom, and Zoom has obviously been the Black Flash in the TV show, and so I'm saying there's a total possibility that Barry Allen could end up turning into the Black Flash for a brief period of time. But I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
Make us strong, it doesn't make us weak. Tongue tied to service like shy preteens. I could only breathe.